Welcome back to another Minetest mod review. Today we are looking at the ObsidianStuff mod, which, as you may have already guessed, adds stuff made of obsidian. So because we all are always in this position, where we just have tons of obsidian that we don't know what exactly to use it for, well, worry no more. With this mod, there is finally a use for all of that otherwise useless obsidian. And it starts with a simple craft recipe. Not that craft recipe though. This craft recipe. So you use an obsidian block and a steel ingot, and you get 2 obsidian ingots. And that is the base material for everything else in the mod. As you can see, both here and here, we have all of our normal tools made of obsidians. We have the obsidian axe, shovel, pickaxe, and sword. And then we have all of the armor as well. The armor follows all of the normal recipes for armor. This is of course using the 3D armor mod. If you are not running with 3D armor, you'll just get the tools. You will not get the armor, but the armor is added if you do have the armor mod, which that's like half of what the mod is here is the armor. So I am using it. Usually I do not necessarily include the optional dependencies. I usually just go with what the mod itself provides without needing anything else. So the armor, let's just take a quick look at here. Full set with the shield, level 81, heal 60. And I have a set of diamond down here for comparison. Diamond's 84.15 and heal 60. So diamond is slightly better than the obsidian armor, which I was a little surprised at myself, seeing as how you need to have quite a few obsidian blocks to be able to actually make this armor. You know, it gets a little pricey, and obsidian's not exactly as common as I may have made it out to be initially, though. If you have a lot of obsidian shards, you can, I guess, craft them backwards into that. The obsidian shards are used in lieu of sticks for the tools. So you use your obsidian ingots and an obsidian shard, using all of your normal tool craft recipes to craft those. The tools seem to be pretty much on par with diamond. I didn't really notice any. Also, I don't know how to spell diamond, evidently. I didn't notice any big difference. I do not want the sword, I want the shovel. Thank you very much. So we'll just do a quick little test here. Let's do. I'm gonna just punch out this area here, and we will run that through down to right here. So we'll just do 2 little runs with each tool. So starting off with the obsidian shovel. Oh, I dug an extra node there. That is horrific. It'll totally skew our otherwise extremely scientific results. And going down with the diamond. Diamond seems to be a little bit faster. That might just be me though. And we'll dig one extra one just for consistency's sake. And pulling these up. Again, extremely scientific here. If I could move my mouse just those few pixels over. I have moved my mouse a lot there. Oh, it's 1 pixel too far to the left. No, it's 2 pixels too far. Oh, it was perfect, and then I went too far. Oh, too far that way. There, that's perfect. That looks identical to my extremely scientific method. It looks like they have the exact same amount of wear on them. So, what does that leave us with? I don't really know. It doesn't seem as if it's necessarily any better than the diamond version. I don't know. I kind of think that the diamond would probably be easier to get, actually, than the obsidian, just because of the steps needed to go through. However, should point this out. Due to the tools using obsidian shards, oops, that's not what I want to see the recipe. Due to the tools using the obsidian shards, if you are deep underground and you run out of wood, you won't have to go back up to the surface to get wood so you can make sticks, because you can use your obsidian shards to make the handles for your tools. So that is a pro for it. That is an actual valid, legitimate pro that these have that other tools can't boast. These don't need wood. And when you're deep underground and you don't have any means of teleporting up to the surface to get wood, and you can't grow a tree underground because there's not the light, this is actually a game changer. I might be hyping it a little too much, but having been in a position where I was mining underground at one point, and I ran out of wood and had to travel all the way back to the surface to get wood, this actually is a legitimate benefit. I don't know if I necessarily would have had these other items that I would have needed, but yeah, definitely is actually a real thing that should be considered, because you could find yourself in a circumstance where you don't have wood readily available, but you do have obsidian readily available and steel. So you could make the obsidian tools without needing wood. I think that's it. That all uses the normal recipes. You have the tools. That looks like I should actually do this. Obsidian stuff. Yeah, so that is, you know what? Let's just see what this is like. So you can make the obsidian block out of the, okay, that didn't seem too terrible to break, but let's get ourselves a, well, let's go with the steel pickaxe, and let's go with the diamond. Maybe this is, nah, nope. Okay, I thought there's really no point in even testing with the diamond then, because if steel can break it, diamond obviously can. I was thinking maybe this would be like a, you know, a stronger block where a steel pickaxe wouldn't break it. And maybe even a diamond pickaxe wouldn't, where you'd have to use the obsidian pickaxe. But no, however, that does not seem to be the case. That would have given it a little more value, instead of it just being a very expensive block to make. Because, keep in mind, let's pull that back up. Not OSB, OBS. So your normal obsidian here, you know, you get by harvesting from the ground. And then to build this, you need 9 ingots. Well, 9 ingots is gonna run you, well, technically 4.5 obsidian blocks and 4.5 pieces of steel. So you're pretty much using a lot of blocks to make fewer blocks. I'm not going to try to figure out what kind of math a steel ingot of a block would be. I mean, technically when you harvest, you get 1 iron lump most cases, and you cook that down and you get 1 iron ingot. So theoretically, you're using 18 blocks. Oh wait, no, you're using 9 blocks to get 1 block, theoretically, because you had to harvest 4.5 blocks of steel to get the steel required to make the. Nobody really cares. Let's get on with things, or I shouldn't say let's get on. Let's finish with things. So that is the Obsidian Stuff mod. Tools and armor. Links are all on my website as always, which is linked in the video description as always. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another video. Apologies about the grinding in the background if you can hear that. We are working on some equipment here, and you know, you got to do what you got to do to keep the business running. So if you hear that, sorry. If you don't hear it, I'm sorry that I apologized for something that you couldn't hear. Tune in next week for another mod review, and I will catch you then.